G'day everybody and welcome to Dog Shadow Gaming, the channel where we live to game and game to live. As always, I'm Balth and today we're looking at episode 13 in our Ungrim Ironfist Slayer King campaign, where his starting position has been changed into his new one at Karak Kadrin, which is down here. In our last episode we managed to beat off Throg, who we consolidated Krakadrak, rebuilt the army there, and then beat off Throg when he came after us. In this episode, we are going to consolidate Krakadrak. We're going to rebuild Krakadrak, which will be our forward defense post against the Dark Arts. No, I mean Chaos, which will be coming from here. We're going to kick the pants out of Throg, who seems to have already potentially beaten the pants out of the Norskins by the looks of it. They're not doing too well, the old Nor. Oh no, that might be one there. Not doing too well. We got Bretonia up in here. We've got what is it? Kislev up in there. Yeah, all pretty good. We're gonna consolidate here, and then we're gonna take Hell Pit. We're gonna do a concerted double team. That's probably not gonna happen this episode, but we're gonna do that on the next one. That's definitely gonna happen. But for this one, we're gonna kick this episode off with a good old battle. We're here. We're gonna shift over here, and then as soon as we get through this turn changer, we are going to be going straight into a battle, which will be really, really cool. So this episode should be pretty action-packed. The other one wasn't so much. I mean, we did get a consolidation. We managed to upgrade a heap of different buildings, which was really cool. We got about nearly 9k flowing into the treasury per turn. There's money flowing into the treasury. So that's coming, which is good. Ooh, hello. Oh, Evelyn. Yeah, cool. And Border Princess is also left on. Our allies to the west of us are Empire. They've done really, really well in this campaign, which has been really good. If you've watched 1 through 12 of the episode, you'll know that. Bretonia is actually doing really well, and now starting to kick into Chaos, which is cool. On the other flip side, Ungrim's not Ungrim. We're Ungrim. Balagar is doing okay down here. He doesn't seem to have moved very far. Karak not really doing much. We're gonna, yeah, definitely we're gonna side on them. What's his face? Oh, I can't remember his name. The Silver Road. What's his name? Thorgrim Grudgebearer hasn't really gone far. Like, the orcs have just sort of forestalled him. So we're probably going to be looking at consolidating him soon, because there's not a lot of really anything coming down, and the Norskins are getting their asses sort of handed to them, which is cool. We don't really have any enemies coming at us from this way. You know, with Bretonia being staunch allies and Empire being staunch allies and Clearslev being staunch allies, there's really no reason for us to worry too much here. We're going to... will be satisfied with this. Yep, excellent. And let's go do the cloak. Let's just do it. Okay, teleport. Excellent. We're gonna do a quick save. And what have we got? Large. Good. I like all the large. Bring me the large. I want more and more large. Let's get this fight happening, underway. Great way to kick off this episode 13. Now, I am trying to keep them a little bit shorter. So I think the last one was about 55 minutes. I managed to keep it to 51, yeah, about 55 minutes. Which is cool, which, bringing it down, normally they're like an hour and 10. Alright, let's get into it. I'll stop talking now.
At last! Enough of this larking about, lads. It is time to arm ourselves, to act like slayers, and bring death to the Urks, and especially those sniveling Groby. I wish to cleanse myself in battle. Once I have cleaned my soul of the subterfuge, then I will wear the honorable cloak of Fritzgar again. Now, my throng, ready your shield walls. Bring the oath stones. let us drink all before us. When the job is done, I will crack open a barrel of Bugmans, and we will drink until none can stand. Are you with me, lads?
I am with ya. And who doesn't like the dwarves? We will drink until no one can stand. I mean, seriously, who doesn't like that? Thunderers, I'd like you to get up in there and get that action going. We're gonna be shooting immediately. Immediately, we're gonna want you to be shooting. Shooting. What else we got going on here? You can also be shooting there, and I think you can also be shooting here. So we're gonna move them up, and they're gonna immediately start shooting, which should be loads and loads of fun. I think, actually, we might move you back here. We might move you here, because the range is just a little bit better. And we might move our Thunderers here, because I suspect they're going to come right at me in the center here, and I'd like the guns to just shoot down here into them, get some really good action going. Slayers, where's all the big boys? Right here. So I want my Slayers here. None of the big boys here, so I'm not really interested in that. Here. We're gonna throw our guys with shields right here. They're gonna hold the line. We're gonna pop our boys with the extra melee damage right behind them. What do we got? I feel we're gonna leave one just here. Yeah. So these guys, I think we're gonna do a bit of crosshatch fire here. So you're gonna hang on. We're gonna want to go on a bit of an angle so we can get full and take full advantage of that line. Yep, beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna leave you here just to defend in case anybody wants to get tricky. We're going to pop one lot of Slayers there behind there. We're gonna put a Ruin Priest right in there. We're gonna put another Ruin Priest right in here with these guys. We're gonna put you right here because you're gonna go head straight for these guys, and you over there, and I think that's pretty good. All right, let's start it off and get a fighting. Skirmish mode. There we go. Okay. Want you, yeah, focus on the archers. Cool. Excellent. Okay, I want you to focus on the archers. Focus on the archers. What are you doing? Cool.
Yes, Lord. Archers out. The runes are cast.
There we go. Move to left. And booyah, booyah, booyah.
It is an order. Axes out, lads. Aye.
Where are you going? Stop going there. I think you can pile off down here.
Take him! Shoot!
Yep, that works. These guys are doing pretty much what they need to do here.
Let the vengeance begin! Kill them all in Beard's reach!
Slayer's doing pretty well there. We haven't got anybody else here. This is all going fairly well. Move in, move in, move in. Pretty happy with that. I don't think there's anything else happening back here as yet. Actually, no. We'll just leave these guys up in here just in case. I think I remember doing this a long time ago, and I think you break them and then something else comes in. Can't quite remember. Okay. Smashing them. Slayers are doing really well. I mean, this is what they're effective at, to be fair. I'm gonna peel one off here. Cool. Yeah, pretty effective. Excellent. Cool. Broken. Get over that way. Cool. Move to the front lines. He's alright. I didn't even get. Where are ya? Smashed. Alright, that's that. Rightio. I thought it was a little bit different, but that's alright. Fairly effective. Yeah, so our Slayers made short work of all their large, which was great. Front lines held really well. We took minimal to no casualties, which is great to get our cloak on that. Because one more win and we go into a second. Yeah, we'll go into our second, what do you call it? Quest battle. Quest line battle for Ungrim Ironfist, the Slayer King. So we've now got the cloak, which is cool. Which is a dragon skin cloak. And we'll take that. Right, excellent. Embed a ruined smith hero in the following lord's army, Ungrim Ironfist. Well, that should be done already. Yeah. Move a character to the following province, Eastern Oblast. Yeah, okay, well we can do that. It's right here. We're not far off that. Yeah, cool. Win the following battle with Ungrim Ironfist army. Dragging... Okay. We've got it. That should be us. Beautiful. Slayer crown, and now we should be getting more. Yeah, so the dragon cloak of Friskar. This cloak is made from the skin of the fierce dragon Friskar. Now an heirloom of Karak Kadrin and a symbol of vows already fulfilled. Melee defense +5, word safe +20, amazing. Fire resistance +20, enemy action chance +10, and wound recovery time -1. Really, really good. Income from all buildings and local province. So, yes, we will be definitely going over here and with the Slayer crown. Is it this one? Which one is it? On Dragon Cloak. Okay, so that's it there. So that's fine. That fiery ring's pretty cool. There's not much point changing anything here because expert charge defense is pretty good. Not much point changing anything here because we're about to get his last of his, what's the name stuff, I think. Where were we? Right, so we were going to get that. Keep buffing our Slayer units as much as humanly possible, or dwarvenly possible in this case. Yep, there we go. Cool. We didn't lose anybody, and we're in pretty good condition, realistically. You are definitely someone I want to take out soonish. What do we got here? We've got... Yep, works for me. And then we're going to put you into that. We're going to take... What are you talking about? Ah.
Summon me if you dare. For the wisdom of the layer.
Okay, what do we got here? Nothing really major large. The Marauder champions are going to be one hell of a pain in the bum. However, we're going to fight this. We should win it fairly easily. I don't know why this is so hardcore. It really shouldn't be. But we don't want to give these guys a chance to do anything else. So we are going to fight this one. As I said, this particular session should be fairly action-packed, realistically. Yeah. We're going to be battle after battle in this one for the most part, I think. So we're going to want to try and keep our Slayers in this one, because we've only got the two of them, and I don't really want to lose them, and they will go down fairly quickly. We want to utilize, in this one, last game we played a very sort of close range, although we did use advantage of the hill, to be fair. We're going to want to use our range to our advantage here as much as humanly possible. We're going to take you off that. We're going to pop you in that. We're going to want to use our range. We have greater numbers and range, so we are definitely going to want to do that. Slayers in the back. Put you at the front here.
Let the vengeance begin.
Yeah, good, 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 good.
Miners.
Yeah, okay, we can leave them there. Kind of feel like they probably need to go back there. You go here. We've got one of those. Yeah, gonna get pretty much straight up on there. Yep. It's pretty good. Pop you there. Pop you there. We'll pop you in the center. Actually, we're gonna put you in the center. We're gonna put you on the over here. We'll put you over here. Pop you in the center. Okay. And might pop you in behind there. You in behind there, and you right there. Cool. All right, let's start this battle up. Okay. He doesn't have any large as such, so I'm gonna want to take out. Actually, yeah, the Marauder champions. That is what you're gonna want to do. Okay, cool. Definitely. Yeah, the Marauder champions are going to be the ones we're going to want to take out. The rest are fairly... Yeah. Cool. Start working on them. Cool.
Ready. Go. Take him down. Shoot the Wazzix.
Oof. The damage is real.
The runes glow for the High King! Cannon! The next kill is ours!
Kill it.
Longbeard! For the High King! Longbeard! Lord of vengeance! Basil! Move now! Slayers!
Okay, we're gonna circle around behind.
Clans unite! Go! Axes out! Alayas blessing others! Slayers!
Get out there, Slayers.
Kazuk!
Bane, you're gonna want to get in here. Get these guys in the back. Move in. Slayers, come after these guys.
Come together, lads! For the Karazenko!
Yep, take that.
Miners! Take aim!
Cool. And that's that.
Attack!
Leave them to deal with this.
Cannon! Fire! Slayers! For the Karazenko! Ready to strike!
And that's that. And is a settlement battle, so we don't need to continue that one on, which is cool. These guys, tell you what, they melted those, they're pretty good. They melted those guys. It's very close range though. I mean, you're not getting a huge amount of hits out of them, but yeah, effective though. Very effective. Throwing axes. Okay. So, occupying, which is cool. So we just get that one. Yep. Go up in this. Yeah, keep going along this lines, I think. I feel like we're probably going to need a couple more Slayers because you do tend to get it quite a lot of large up here. 5 of those is plenty, 2 of those is plenty, probably 1 more Slayer. Wouldn't mind getting some more axes or even a little bit more ranged ability. What do we got? We got 3, so probably possibly some range, some Bugman's Ranges or something of that nature. Wouldn't be too bad. We now have this, which means we can trade here. I love having this. This is brilliant. And we're good here. We've got both of these. We do need a gate up here. Otherwise, we're pretty good. We'll sit here and... No, actually. We'll sit here and plan for one. And then we'll head up here. I want to take Khazad board Karag back. And then, once we've pushed in on him a little bit... potentially... What's he got? Aisling's Conclave, yeah, okay, yep, so there'll be some fun to be had there, I think. Okay, so next up, we've got... yeah, that's just a gate. We needed to defeat one more army with this guy. I wonder if it... Oh no, move to Oblast, okay, yep. So we kind of got 2 with 1 on that one. Okay, so we should get that on the next turn. And he's ready, so we can pop him into the other army, which is cool. And we want to speed this one up a tad. And yeah. So the Empire is slowly making its way up there. And then from here, it'll be... it should be interesting whether or not we end up having a battle between the big powers. He hasn't confederated Midland yet, which is interesting. And you got... Oh, I've got, yeah, that little piece there. So I wonder whether he'll head down south and start taking on the orcs, or head north for chaos. It should be quite interesting. He probably actually will turn around and take out Skarsnik, I would think. From here, and then who we got up here? Muzalan. Okay, yeah, well, let's see. I'm all good either way. We got the cash, and once we've secured the northern frontier, then we'll move south. Because south is quite a long game. This is a short game up here, realistically. In fact, what do we got here?
Oh, mighty lord, the fates have surely selected you.
Occupy Rose chapter objective, yeah, 8,000k.
Your tremendous power grows.
Kazakh and Kor will be great again, for the Thorgrim has sworn it, and the High King never reneges on an oath. Every dwarf worth his beard bears the same bond. There are still regions outside of dwarven control. They must be brought under Karak as soon as possible. Okay, yep, cool. We need to... Tilly is dead. They're dead. Okay, cool.
I am the Slayer King.
Right, right. Yes, you are. Certainly are, my man. Move up here.
I'll move.
I think it must be the next turn after that then. That will get us to where we're going. Rightio then. So, a couple of housekeeping bits and pieces. You should have 19, yep. So we can move you into there. And that's what we'll do. Yep. Yep. And can't do anything there. I mean, we've already got the ranges, so we don't need that. I could put that in there. Don't really need any of that, realistically. So I think it'll be a gate. Put a gate in there. Okay, so we've got 29,000. We can do the wall, but I don't really think we need to right now. It's there. What else have we got? Nothing but a wall, which we'll do sooner or later. Nothing but a wall. It's looking great. Otherwise, we can do up the keg, so we will do that. And the next we'll do the wall at some stage, but let's keep going for now. You're upgrading, otherwise you're doing okay. You're rebuilding, otherwise okay. There's not a lot. Slowly losing ground on this, but honestly there's not a lot else I can do at this point. Where are we at? 14 turns till surplus. We're losing one at a time. So before we get there, it is gonna, yeah, it's gonna go unless we do something about it. What can we do about it potentially? What do the Thanes do? The buildings, they do public order, I think. I think we'll end up back down there to knock that back down anyway. You probably, yeah, that's right. You need to move up to here. They're at war with us.
The council is disappointed.
That is interesting, isn't it? Okay, so that's interesting. Why don't we go? Don't really want. Oh, hello. We could have some fun up here, couldn't we? Armor-piercing missiles. Yes. For complete and utter fun, let's do it. Let's do an Ungrim gun. Ooh, armored anti-infantry, death from above. That's a gyrocopter. Armored armor-piercing missiles, anti-large, death from above. Brimstone, armored armor-piercing missiles, anti-large, death from above. That's pretty good, and could be quite useful, I think. Yes, let's do that as well. And I think that as well. So we're gonna do like, we're just gonna go hell for leather with this one. I think we're going to, no, you're actually pretty effective. I'm gonna leave the Longbeards in there for now. We got these guys going here. What do we got? We got a Rune Priest, a Thane, and your standard Lord here. So it's all pretty stock standard for now. I'm gonna build this army because we're gonna want to take them over here to take Hell Pit, I think. So it should be quite the interesting battle. You're gonna move up there next, and we're all pretty hunky-dory. Okay, so let's click next and move on. He's gonna be sitting there for 4 turns now as he recruits all that very expensive gear, but that's okay. It's okay. You get a chance to play with the big toys. The good toys, I should say. I mean, we've got 3 armies for, I mean, fair chunk of territory, realistically. But that's alright. The dwarves will take their holds back. Thorgrim has decreed it. He has sworn it on the Book of Grudges, which is pretty cool. So we're going to do that. We are a loyal king of the, I don't know, he's the High King. The High King. Most other people would call them Emperor, like Emperor Karl Franz, but yeah, he's the High King. So there you have it. There you have it. Okay, what's this? Norska, no. Oh, they must have confederated without me knowing, maybe? Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if there is... I wonder if there's going to be areas in... Because the dwarves don't ever go up in the top left where Nagrand that is. I wonder if... I'm assuming... Because this is all mountainous terrain. So you would think... If that being mountainous terrain, that the dwarves should be able to... I would think they should be able to settle those in green. Technically speaking, I would have thought. But then a lot of this looks mountainous too, and it isn't necessarily the case. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. So moving right along. Our 2 Ruined Priests are coming. Oh, hang on. No. Take that. You don't need to probably do that. You can probably do this. It does. Here we go. Moving the character to bloody blah. And we're ready for another fight. Okay, so this will be the last one of the episode, and let's Let's see what the enemy forces are like. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Large, 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 large. The rest is pretty stock standard. We're gonna do it. This is gonna be a good battle. So we are at full health, so let's get it happening. Now these guys maybe some trouble. Their armor piercing and anti-infantry. The rest should be fairly quickly mopped up.
There across the way, the discordance. For the axe of Dargo to sing again, for the runes to glow bright with power once more. We must destroy the foe before us, the chaos filth that dare cross our mountains. We do this in the name of Grimnir, for it will be a joy to spill the blood of Northmen. The enemy lord is a taint upon the world, yet in fighting him, I shall make a thing of wondrous beauty, a perfect song of weaponcraft, in whose rhythm the axe of my ancestor shall find harmony anew. Slayers, I hear your howls of longing, desperate to be about this, to plunge your axes into the chaos scum before us. So, go, bring me victory, bring me death.
For us is that we will have the advantage of having our slayers, which is just amazing at anything large. So yeah, I've not done one of these ones where after casted. I'm doing my commentary live as I'm doing the video. I'd never usually do it afterwards. So I'll add this to the video so that you've got me talking through the rest of it and not just dead silence, because there's no mic, there's no me. So here I was just having a look at the altar, and I was trying to figure out whether or not this is meant to be chaos, like a chaos altar, which I think it is, or whether it's meant to be a dwarven altar, because these are dwarven. You've got sort of the statues of the dwarves there, and then like sort of dwarven fortifications. This looks like an old broken Karak. And so that's what I was sort of looking at there at the start. So basically what we're going to want to do is get the high ground here. We don't have a lot of we don't have a lot of artillery here, but we want to be up on the high ground here so that we can. Well, basically, we want them coming to us. We want them coming up the ground to us. You get the advantage for fighting up downhill, so we want that. We certainly don't want to be giving it to our enemy, that's for sure. Plus, if we get our back to the altar there, which we just showed before, then it's harder for things to get around behind us, which is usually the way to kill the dwarves, try and get around behind them. So we're just grouping up in the corner here. We're going to rush up on the top of the hill. We're trying to get our grudge thrower up there as quickly as possible. So we're going to force march up as quick as we can. And go from there. Here I'm just trying to set up a defensive line so that we get, you know, they're going to be charging us. So we want our defensive guys in the front there to get that happening. Our grudge throwers up in the back where they're safest. You'll notice I'm trying to sort of set them on the edge, on the top of those little lips, all little hills in the ground there. And here comes Chaos in from our left over there. Even Slayer Kings have slow dwarves. So, that's alright. Trying to put our guns up on the top of that hill there. Although we've got chariots coming in from the right, so I will see this in a second and throw out some Slayers down there to head that off.
Off we go. I am the Slayer King. It is a reckoning. Good. Slayers for the Karas and Core. For the ancestors. Longbeards.
Okay, handgunners are going. They charge our front lines here quite nicely. Now, all our guys there have defense against large, so minimal damage there. They've allowed us quite nicely to set up our front lines, which is good of them. We've got some Chaos Spawn wandering in.
Slayers, let the vengeance begin. The clans unite. Slayers, by the ancestor.
Now, guns being on top of the hill should be able to shoot
Axes out, lads.
pretty effectively
Go, go.
over the tops, over their heads if they're...
Vengeance.
Yeah. So we're getting a very clear firing line there, which is great. Got our Ruin Priest going in to buff all our troops in the front, where the main hit or the main force of those Chaos Spawn are coming in. Slayers moving in. Back up the front lines. Guns are still doing a good job. Now these Slayers in the back I'm keeping as reserve because usually in these quest battles they're never over. Very rarely are you fighting one army. You quite often you'll end up fighting one army, then another one will sneak up either behind you or beside you or something like that. And that can be really painful. So if you, especially if you've committed everything. Now I can't remember the last time I played this. I don't even know if I have ever played this particular quest with Ungrim. I think I played him through once, maybe. So I certainly don't remember this particular battle. But it's standard with most of them.
Ha! This vile lord is no fool. They come at us from behind on their black steeds. No.
And there they are. So now I'm pulling back some Slayers to protect our grudge lobbers. I think I'm calling that wrong. Grudge thrower. But the Slayers are in the front lines. They're doing their job. They're doing work. Archers are doing their work. Our Bugman's Rangers. So our left flank here is doing well. It's retired. Our guns are just sitting there. So I'm going to have to do something with them pretty soon. And this is where I realize I need to get them on a hill. Slayers are ready to engage. We're going to move them out there to just tie it up a little bit. They are going to get ganged up on, but they're pretty hardcore Slayers, so we should be okay.
Dwarf honor is at stake. Attack the earth.
Gets bowled over there by the chariots, but he's going to make short work of those chariots anyway. Slayers just walked right past all those. They're off and they've just wandered right past.
Strike out! Hadouken! For the ancestors! Runes of spellbreaking! Slayers!
Okay. Or Chaos Knights in the back lines, unfortunately. Our Slayers wandered right past them, but it did allow us to jump in there and have a go there. Can you hit them from the rear? Slayer's now getting into the line of Chaos Knights, and look how they melt the Chaos Knights. Like, look at them. They're getting double teamed even. And Chaos Knights are no joke. They're pretty tough. Even sandwiched, hammer and anvil, they're still doing a good job. Those Slayers. Okay, we've managed to run them off. So front lines have done their job. Everybody's broken. Or shattered, I should say. Not broken, they're shattered. And now just a quick mop up with Chaos Knights. Boom. Smashing them. And that's it. Pretty good. Not too bad at all. It's a quest battle, so there's no need to run them down. So, yeah, moving on from there. So, who's our MVP? Who's done it? 216 on the Grumblers, the old beard, the two-handed old Grumblers. That's not too bad. They're MVP of the match for this one. The Slayers did work though, they put in quite a bit. 126, 74, 44, 62, 61, 63. Yeah, not too bad. Ungrim's kind of made for going after the Chaos, and it'd be interesting, like the Slayer concept of an army would be interesting fighting Lustria with the Lizardmen, I think, because they're always fielding so many large units. All Karaks are defended with vigor, but none hold the line. Ulthar's Raiders. So we got the Axe of Dargo now. It's cool. Bonus versus large, melee attack, enables magical attacks, upkeep for all units in the Lord's army, which is nice. Income post-battle, recruitment -10, and ability Axe of Dargo, +40 armor piercing, +32 bonus versus large. Very, very nice. So that's a big benefit to us. So we're not looking too badly. We've taken a little bit of damage and we've lost one unit. I can't remember what it was that we lost.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
So, what did we put points into here? I can't remember. I think it was... that's the one. Continuing to buff our Slayers in every way we can. So we've buffed them with vigor loss. We've given them defense. Now we're giving them attack. They're getting quite a lot of buffs. So holding pretty well there. I mean, you've got it's +1, but that'll go into positive soonish. We got positive in Castle Drakenhof now. So Sylvania now is all positives. Between ourselves and the Empire, we've managed to get rid of the vampiric corruption, or it's going down, I should say, quite a lot. Down to 25% now, so it's pretty low. So bringing in some good money too. We're looking at 12,000 a turn now. So I mean, pretty damn good. We can probably afford another army right now. We could afford to consolidate with somebody, which is what we'll probably look to do in the next in episode 14. We'll see if we can't consolidate. I don't know, one of the other dwarf factions. I mean, ideally, I'd like to consolidate with what's his face? Not Thorgrim, and then start the campaign moving south and north. North's getting a pounding, as the Chaos guys are getting a pounding. So I mean, we're up in here. We've come to Crackerjack's aid right at the right time and consolidated him. And so now we're just now we can just basically start pushing on the north. But we're not the only ones. The Bretonnians are up there. The Empire and Kislev are both pushing up there. Because the vampires got wiped out. Whenever the vampires get wiped out fairly quickly, or you know, they don't keep pushing on the Empire. So the Empire can then sort of work its way. And you can see how they're gaining their ground now quite easily, which is good. So I think the plan here is basically we're going to head up. He needs to. I think we've got another. Have we got another playable mission? Quest mission? Not really sure. I think we do. I think we do. But here I think this is. We're getting towards the end now. So basically it's as normal as normal. So I mean, thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, if you've enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like in the thumbs up section underneath. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a thumbs up just under the screen, as there is with BitChute. This is up on BitChute, YouTube, and Facebook. So thumbs up, a like, really helps us out. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch the content that I keep saying I make. I don't know why I've gotten the pattern of saying we. If you have really enjoyed it and you want to see more of this action, then go ahead and click the subscribe. Whether you're, again, BitChute, it's up the top. YouTube, it's down the bottom. As always, you can check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/dogshadowgaming. At the moment, we're doing a lot of Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. We got early access to the beta, so if you haven't seen that, it's a really great RTS strategy. If you're into Warhammer 40k and not just the fantasy, it is a really good game. It's got some bugs still in it. We're in beta, so but jump on there, go and follow the channel at twitch.tv/dogshadowgaming. We're on our way to 50 followers so that we can get affiliate status. We're at about 29 at the moment. So if you are watching and you're a fan and you haven't been on, jump on, help me out and do a follow. Other than that, guys, you can also catch me checking out all the fantastic art and painting on Instagram at Dog Shadow Gaming. I'm liking all the Instagram, anything to do with Warhammer,